Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, so today on the shuffle, I just keep hearing messages about what are the masculines contemplating? What are they contemplating letting go? So what can we see for the energies for masculines releasing at this time? Chaos. Amazing. And choice in the reverse. So they're just coming into their empowerment to say no to chaos in their lives. We're going to clarify these things. That deck. All right. So what is this about chaos that we can see that the divine masculines are releasing? Oh my gosh. Regret, envy, pride, judgment. 4 of the 7 deadly sins, is it not? I don't know. So chaos, they're seeing the things that do not contribute to life-affirming living. This card is very chaotic. It's very all over the place. So they don't want to be spread so thin. They don't want to be so uncertain in their lives. Regret. I know that I cannot change the past. Envy. I am the same as everyone else, but with different challenges. Pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. And judgment. I understand that everyone has their unique path and challenges. Okay, so what I'm getting from those is divine masculines have been peacekeepers. They've been masters in the making. They have had a heart and compassion for so many people. They've wanted to people please, but they've wanted to heal. They've wanted to bring others up with them. And so in the mix, they have regretted things. They have regretted not putting themselves first, putting their happiness down the list. They've regretted certain connections that have not resulted in win-win. They've wasted time. They've gone down rabbit holes. They've been investing in certain things that weren't fun. They feel burden, but they've learned from it. So they know they can't change the past, but they understand how those ways of being contributed to this chaos. Envy. I am the same as everyone else with different challenges. They can't live everybody's lives. They have their own unique gifts and talents. They're starting to love who they are rather than wishing they were in a different life or were someone else. They're seeing how special they are. And I'm hearing also because you love them and you see that in them, divine feminine, they're starting to feel that they are rare, special just for who they are. Your love is showing them they don't need to be anyone else. The more they try to understand what it is you see in them, the more they love themselves. And pride, I love myself and I see myself in everyone. And they're beginning to see how you can see them in the way that you do, or to profess to have so much love for them through all their chaos. They're like, how does my divine counterpart even know who I am if I'm unaware of who I am? But they're starting to understand that you've done a lot of emotional work and you can see to the core. You're so intuitive, divine feminine. So divine masculines are understanding that when we're not so surface level and we see the core, the soul of others, it is worthy of love. So you're not so far-fetched to divine feminine to profess your love or to be qualified to see the love if they look at soul connection. If they're looking at the surface things, the material world, none of it makes sense. But the soul connection, that cuts through the chaos, and we go into calm, silence, knowing, peace. So the divine masculines know that there is that portion in others, and through the chaos there's also humor. So I get that they are starting to see things in a more cosmic joke kind of way. The irony. Oh, the irony, I just heard them say. And judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. So yes, the chaos, what is it? I just heard breeds adversity, but I don't think that's quite the saying. I feel like they are learning that this adversity was self-inflicted for a purpose so that they could experience choice, that they have run amok with choices, done what they've wanted, and created a fairly chaotic life where they have to think on their feet a little bit more. And they are wishing for more grounding. It's come full circle. So they want to soar to new heights, but they also want to root down deeper. And this is the choice. I'm getting that is the choice, is do they soar to new heights or do they root down deeper at this time? It's both. Isn't that how a tree grows, divine masculines? They root deeper to reach higher. So it's both. You're not wrong to see that you want both. And it is a tandem effort. It's a work in progress. The deeper you root, the higher you can fly. So let's see this choice. On one hand, we have, I thought that was the humor card. It's green in this deck as well. So doubt and balance. So on one side, we've got, I release the need to know all the answers. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. So just the desire to balance out the chaos and bring harmony in is causing a more grounded vibe. What is the other path here? Death. I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. Releasing the chaos might feel like a death to the masculines because they've kept all of that in their mix. Ego death is coming up here as well, because sometimes we keep the chaos around because we don't want to lose ourselves. But in the midst of that chaos, we're losing ourselves. Oh, the irony. So it's not really a choice. It's just the way things are playing out right now to bring in balance and to release things that are more chaotic. They don't have a choice right now with choice in the reverse, I just heard. Yet they're seeing these two paths diverge. They're leaving chaos and they're coming into more wholeness. They're seeing the balance and they're seeing the endings of things that have contributed to chaos. So they're releasing the need to know how it will turn out because it's uncharted territory. They are becoming comfortable with uncertainty. Okay, what would the divine masculines say to the feminines regarding this? Oh, union, observe, interesting, and transform. Exactly, we're getting that transformation. So they would say to you, divine feminines, watch, actions speak louder than words. You're starting to see the transformation. You'll see their environment changing. You'll see them looking at things in much more unified ways, more connected ways. The chaos really breeds adversity. Is that, that's coming through again. I don't know if that's a saying, but it's like in the chaotic vibe, there's all these mini dramas and segregations. Unity does actually harmonize chaos and brings in this rhyme or reason. It's a transformed way of looking at it. I'm seeing double Dutch skipping and like these energetic things being streamlined and worked with. It feels like you're not at odds so much anymore, divine feminine. This connection, true connection, this is part of the running from authentic connection and keeping a lot of energies around. It's like workaholism or being busy for busy's sake. It's an escapism. It's not a unified grounded, home kind of feeling. It's quantity over quality. I think we're touching on quantity over quality, transforming into the things that are meant to stay, the things that are balanced, the things that are what they actually crave on a soul level. So what's coming in for the divine masculines? Changes, balance, bit by bit, baby steps, juggling, progress, mental progress, thinking of things in new ways, and being able to reciprocate. They are deepening into the subconscious. They're integrating the subconscious. They're seeing how smoke and mirrors, how chaos does not mean that they have a lot of positive things going on. It can be energetically abrasive. They are seeing their capacity to juggle many, many things, but they're becoming more discerning with what they do include. They are looking at things that need to have a certain degree of alignment and reciprocity. They don't want to keep things around just to have the appearance of a vivacious, exciting existence. They now want quality over quantity. The popularity contest is over, I just heard. So what can we see for the twin unions at this stage? The curse in the reverse. Where is my book? That is my book. No book. Hello, book. No, where is it? There it is. Curses. Just kidding. Okay, the curse. This is a 14 card. Okay, I have to say it out loud. I know people get frustrated with timing, but I heard before the 14th of December, the masculines are, well, the collective, but the masculines in particular, are coming to terms with streamlining some of the chaos into new beginnings that are more balanced and unified in their life. Okay, so the essence. The curse refers to the limiting stories of our ancestors and the karma from former lifetimes that preordains the events of our lives. It is the source of negative patterns, and it can show up as a disease, a destructive force, or a blockage to our creative energy. The curse holds us hostage to a false story that we confuse for reality. Recognizing the original wound that's playing out in our life can heal it. Oh, the original separation wound is that of being removed from the divine, from love, from unity. And so when we keep a lot of chaotic energies in our lives, we're trying to compensate for a feeling of feeling alone, ill-equipped, too small. And so now it's that fear of being alone, of not being good on our own, that's being healed here. Be aware of our actions. Act with impeccable intention so as to not create a debt or karma that sooner or later someone has to pay. So be careful. Be careful not to put too much frazzled energies in, because you'll have to clean that shit up. What you do to others, you also do to yourself and to the people you love the most. Now you have the opportunity to clean it up. So yeah, the chaos, divine masculines haven't been discriminating. They have been opening the door to things that are not actually in their highest good, and it's created a degree of chaos, but it's also created a lot of contrast. And so as they begin to clean it up, they're understanding what is valuable to say yes to and what is not valuable to say yes to. There's progress here and changes coming in. So divine feminines, you may, I'm going to get another bit of information here. What are the divine feminines going to be seeing in their own lives as a result? You might feel like you are rethinking the destined path, like you're getting some spontaneous, neutral feeling aha moments about what is very relevant to your destiny right now. Things are going to feel a little bit crisper, a little clearer. You're going to get moments, strokes of genius, I just heard, that are going to illuminate that you're on the right track. I just heard many will see 555 as an indicator that the masculine in your life is going through this changeover from chaos to union energy. What else can we see for the feminines? Okay, open your mind. Open your mind to this intuition. You are being asked to heighten your intuition right now. So as the divine masculines streamline the chaos in their lives, your intuition is going to feel like it has opened up on a new level as well, because there'll be more clarity. It's not so all over the place, especially when you tune into your masculine, or even just that aspect of you out into the world. Things will be more accessible. You will understand with more clarity, because it works this way. When we're entangled with another soul this way, what we do for self, we do for others. So as the divine masculines, as you streamline the chaos, clarity comes into your feminine as well. One more. What can we see for the divine feminines? We get sovereignty, shadow, and abundance. Okay, so there's a little bit more of a processing that you do not need your masculine for your sovereignty and your abundance. Remember, you are your own person. This journey is the most precise exploration of duality we can get in this dimension, because we're sovereign. You are not needing to come into union for any of the things, the provisions, the abundance, the joy in your life. That's your responsibility, divine feminines. As you do that, union will come in, but it's not dependent on union. Those things are all within your grasp. And here is the shadow. So sometimes when there are big changes with our counterpart or anybody, any loved one, we feel those ripples, and we sometimes have the shadow thoughts, and we tell a personal story about, I feel this way, but really, are you sure that is you? It might very well be the volatility you're feeling from your person. So remember, if it's not reasonable, rational, if you can't trace your own thoughts and understand how you got into a certain emotional state or understanding, it's likely that it is coming from someone else in your life, including possibly your divine masculine. So abundance is coming. Stay the course. This is a journey of mastery, because you're meant to stay the course in your sovereign path, your sovereign destined path, divine feminine, while your divine masculine walks their sovereign path. Okay, let's look at now the divine masculines. What are the divine masculines thinking of these connections at this time? What are they feeling on the heart space for their divine counterpart? What are they wishing at this time? What actions are they taking? What is the biggest challenge for the masculines? I just heard we're going to go into that a little bit more. I hope I remember. What is the solution for the challenge, and where are the connections going in the near future? So I'm going to use that time frame until about the 14th of December. One last deck. Oh, have to unearth a deck. This third deck is for the feminines. So what are the masculines thinking about the connections? Yeah, they want to return. They want to bring this cup of love that they weren't able to offer in the past. Oh, they're trying to plan their approach, I heard. They're trying to understand what is appropriate this time. They've never gone. They've never stopped thinking about you, divine feminine. They've never been in the dark about you thinking about them. They know the love is real. There's a dolphin bringing this cup of love to this unsuspecting feminine, and this Eight of Cups is walking away, but in the reverse it's coming back around, because these connections warrant it. I'm being led to say again, sometimes we think that love at first sight and happily ever after is the ideal, where nobody is ever harmed or hurt or hurting. That's a fragile love. That's a glass castle. These connections that show unconditional love do often have times of separation that come back in stronger than ever, because we realize and recognize that it's a choice. It's truly a choice. When we've walked away and we can come back, it's a choice to keep coming back. 2020 I saw when I said that. Okay, the Fool. So Divine Feminines, this is an internal leap of faith for you to believe that you are worthy of love to the degree that this person can come back and there's no jaded energy. Unconditional love does not keep a track of right and wrongs. Now, I'm not saying, here's the disclaimer for abusive scenarios, you're not meant to be putting yourself in harm's way ever. But if a true divine counterpart that loves you comes back and says, you know what, you are the only one that will do. I want to see where this can go. I want to explore this. I enjoy you. I enjoy spending time. We're good for each other. Let's hang out more, or whatever the case may be. That's different than putting up with BS or abuse. I'm not saying do that. Take the leap of faith, though, that these connections are love and that you can believe it can come back in. And if this connection is not coming back in, literally there will be something else for you. So for some Divine Feminines, I'm being told, release the person and not need to know if that person that you're watching the video for is coming back. Take the leap of faith to know that you are worthy of love and that you will find someone. If this is not your divine counterpart, you do not have to cling to the hope it's your divine counterpart. You can come into the safety that if it is, they will come back, and if it is not, you will find someone better suited for you. You will not be alone. Believe that. That is an inside job. That is the leap of faith, that if you let go of this person, they will either come back or someone else better suited will come in. And this can also go hand in hand with the Divine Masculines coming back around, as if you are in this place, Divine Feminines, where you do not need to cling to this particular person, and you know that you deserve love regardless, and that the divine has that provision that your heart will be delighted with your perfect partner, your perfect match. If you believe that that is available to you, it will show up in your reality. It does not necessarily have to be the one that you're watching this video for, but it might be. What is the masculine feeling on the heart space? The Ace of Orbs and the Daughter of Swords. So they are watching, they are seeing this playful truth. We have the dolphin here bringing the cup of love. We have the dolphin coming to the awareness and witnessing. So if your counterpart is not able to see you on social media or ask friends about you, they are tuning in energetically because they are thinking about this connection and the benefit of it. And strength, humility, their pride is being put down and literally embodying coming to you. A feminine in the strength card tames the beast, so to speak. And so their heart has been tamed. You have tamed their heart. I'm hearing intimacy issues and all of the things that took the fun out of it, out of the idea of relationship. All of that has been tamed because of your love, because you have loved unconditionally, Divine Feminine. And so this is a testament of your worthiness. Because you love yourself so much, it has tamed your divine counterpart's heart and shown them the existence of love is not a fantasy, that it is real. What is the wish the masculines have? Oh, wow. Two of Flames, twin flames, to bridge the gap. This can mean travel. It can be moving. There's a globe here with the distance. So bridging it, they now see that that's possible, that they don't have to assume that there is too much distance in your connection. They don't have to assume that there is an insurmountable gap in some way. This can be anything: religious beliefs, age, geographical distance. It can be any manner of karmic things that used to be deal breakers. They're wishing to have a workaround. They're wishing to see how it can be possible rather than assuming out of sight, out of mind. For you, Divine Feminine, Page of Swords. So this is a curiosity within. What does this message do to you? To know that your divine counterpart is starting to feel like the things that used to be a deal breaker are no longer so. What does that do to you? Does it bring up any kind of triggers? Does it bring up, what emotion does it bring up? What does your body feel like when you hear that your divine counterpart is on the way? Meet yourself in what comes up for you there, and if it's excited anticipation, like yes, let's go, use that in your day to channel and have your rockin' life. If it's nervousness and oh shoot, if they're coming right now, I may not be ready, how do I handle this? Don't worry, you'll have the time you need to balance that out, but be curious, what is coming up for you? Why is it so? This is your chance to know yourself this way, Divine Feminines. What are the actions the masculines are? The emotion. Look at how much that emotion has risen. This is causing them to be inspired to balance out and continue this transformation, to remove the chaos from their lives, to streamline, to have more of an even keel that is supportive of their emotions rather than adding adversity in, rather than creating more karma and quick fix. They are seeing they can be a patient person. They can be on their own. They don't have to fill the void with chaos anymore. We're really looking at the 3 swords on the heart. So Divine Feminines, I'm getting that you might have come through a period of deep, painful processing. Be careful not to tell a storyline from first person. We are healing collective wounds right now. The Twin Flame mission is all about seeing the things, the dysfunctions that do not work, and bringing that into alignment. That includes the collective delusion, the things we tell ourselves about our own worthiness, and the things that we're afraid our counterpart feels. If it's low vibe, it is not worth wasting our time on, in so much as it defines who we are. It is worth considering, where did that come from? Is the source valid? Is it from a divine source? No, never. Never will those deceptive illusions be from a divine source. The divine source is love. If it's not love, it's illusion. Work through it so you do not entangle with it anymore, and systematically make those changes. Pay attention to what the emotional volatility is telling us and go in the direction of love. Your heart knows the way. Pull these swords out. Divine Feminines, you are transmuting so much of the blame game, the shame, the victim, by holding space and being good on your own and forgiving and loving unconditionally, not needing to force something that's not ready or compatible, by not needing to have union, which wouldn't be true union, to mask the heartache, to compensate for it. So just allow your psyche to understand that true unified love, the heartache is erased, and the process of the journey is what erases that heartache, because we come into conscious awareness of these factors, the patterns, the dynamics. We don't learn these things if it's handed to us on a silver platter. We have to go through the process. This is the process of you yourself, Divine Feminine, understanding more of the factors externally, what you're witnessing in your material reality, and internally, your secret thoughts of self and counterpart. What can we see for the challenge for the masculines? Oh, yes, the purpose, enlightenment, Indigo is like the indigo child. This is the star-seeded mission. These are the wild cards for humanity. Divine masculines are poised to take on the world in the name of this interdimensional, otherworldly, cosmic yes. And that is the challenge. So now I see why we were going to go into this much more deeply. I'm gonna pull some cards for you divine masculines right now to help with that. So what is it we can see? Oh, let's look at the feminine card that goes along with that. 10 of Coins. So this is the investment in the future. The masculines must come into purpose before they can contribute on a legacy level. And they are set. They are the Lion Kings across the planet that are tasked with bringing this consciousness to the planet. So they are the gurus, the new elders. They are these change makers. That is why you love them, why you sense such an incredible potential in them, is because they have these shoes to fill. I'm going to look really quickly at what the solution for this is. Wow, 10 of Pentacles again with 10 of Cups. Are you kidding me? Ultimate fulfillment in the physical. And the best friends. So right now, even though you have this energetic tie to your divine counterpart because you love them so much, it is taking a back seat to them figuring out and downloading, channeling this star-seeded mission, these cosmic missions right now for the correct foundations of Earth. They are holders of the archetypes. Divine masculines, you have light codes and are embedded with time capsule energies that are set for this now moment to change the planet, and you're coming into it. 10 of Pentacles twice. That is incredible. What can we see for support for the divine masculines who are at the edge of bringing in their divine mission, their star-seeded galactic mission? What do they need to know? What do divine masculines need to know right now about opening up to this mission, discerning this mission? Play and connect. Okay, children learn so much. They connect so many neural pathways in the brain just by playing. That interaction and connection. So this playful idea of connection, divine masculines, the frequency of love is the genius frequency. We learn much more quickly when we're in that layer. So the chaos you've been feeling has brought in a lot of options for you, and not all of them have worked. And so you're being asked to look at the things that are conducive to true play and authentic connection. Go in the direction of those energies and weed out the things that are mundane, boring, non-fulfilling, where you're sitting there feeling lonely in the middle of a lot of people. Don't settle for those busy energies. Find and seek true connection, because those interactions are going to be the ones that transfer the instructions, that open doors. You know that saying, it's who you know, it's who you associate with. By association, if you are in true connection with others, that's where the ideas are generated. That's where the collaborations happen that are actually founded on true connection. If something is not playful, if you can't be lighthearted about something, if it feels burdensome, heavy, it's not true connection. It's got some sort of blockage. And so it doesn't mean that you are meant to abandon or forsake those you care about, that you don't have a lighthearted energy with, but focus elsewhere for now and really look at some of the things that make you who you are and bring out that best in you. What can the divine masculines know about the timing, the progress, the evolution of their missions coming in? Harvest. It's not time to fully harvest this. Harvest in the reverse means it's an investment period where you are now switching gears from the everything all at once, oh my God, to I now know I need to fertilize and cultivate the things that will produce the best fruit, but I need to switch from chaos to deliberate, intentional living. Wow, yes. What can the masculines know about the changes that are about to happen because they're switching over to that mode of being? Wisdom. It's like the serenity prayer. You're going to be dicing up your reality into the things that are discarded, the things that are kept, the things that you can change, the things within your power are going to be kept, and you are being objective. You're balanced with this. It's a good place for the masculines to be in. Let's get a message. What does the divine think of the divine masculines right now? Trust. You are becoming trustworthy because you're being accountable with energy, divine masculines. So you are trusting the divine to show you the way. You are also becoming trustworthy, and for your feminine. This is the core trustworthiness that your divine feminine will be able to depend on and know is real going forward. So in karmic situations, you may have never had trust. And so this is the foundation of trust, the wisdom to make healthy choices, to explore options without bringing chaos in, and to know yourself so well, the wisdom to know what is within your control and what isn't. That is going to be very, very trustworthy and allow you to trust the things that you say yes to in your life. Okay, one more card for the divine feminines at this time who may have watched. What can we see based on these messages? Quite a few. We get escape to a holiday island. It looks like you've got a little bit of a vacation. I heard staycation and I heard vacay. Anyways, divine feminines, you are meant to just chill right now. You're not meant to be worried. Take an escape from, I'm hearing all is well. Pretend you're on that island sunbathing if that is appealing to you. Let your divine counterpart work out what they need to come into their own by not getting emotionally worried about if they're going to do it or if you have to micromanage or help. That's karmic. If you're picking up on certain things, let them be of a lighthearted nature, joy, celebration, innovation. Those things are always beneficial. But when you're worried that there won't be success and you're wanting to busy yourself or micromanage anything with the connection, that's chasing energy. So let go of that. Control issues, let go of control issues. Come back into peace. Imagine yourself being so freed up energetically that you could just lay in the sun there and not need to do anything right now on behalf of your counterpart or on behalf of yourself to be worthy. All of it. Be in observation about the choice. This is a test. Wow. You're not meant to jump through hoops or have these ideas that your divine masculine needs to jump through any hoops. This is where you trust as well. Your divine counterpart is trusting their own individuation right now. That is going to bring so much trust into the connections. So you are meant to continue to trust yourself. Really observe where you don't trust your divine counterpart right now, divine feminines, and see how that has to do with them not being emotionally available because they have been spreading themselves too thin. Really look at what constitutes trustworthiness and how somebody, not just the surface level things, not just the orders and framework and cliche things, but really, what does it require of a human being to become trustworthy? What do they need to know about themselves? What do they need to be aware of? How does one get to that place in their life where they can know those things and be aware of those things? Okay, many blessings, everyone. Bye for now.